We got space, so let's check it out.
Doing it, but then you have her phenomenal husband, Dr. Juan Floyd.
Make sure I clear it up for y'all. Me too. I was like, I want it. I was
for me, a liberation theologian. And just again, you talk about genius in one household. And of course, he got a budding genius in Lillian, who is on the rise, on the come up. This week, to show you how blessed I was in Nashville, Tennessee. They're both on staff, teaching, I should say, professors at Vanderbilt. And I got to ride with them. And Dr. Session, every time I'm in the car with them, I'm in class. And they were just dropping all kind of wisdom, knowledge, truth nuggets that I'm going to be preaching about for quite some time. So get ready for that. But I want you all to receive Dr. Stacy and Juan Floyd Thomas. I'm going to interview them, and we're going to just glean their genius and their brilliance. They are such wonderful gifts. So thank you very much. Thank you. So what I want to do is just begin, kind of like last service, because I'm still working through, and you helped me out brilliantly, what we have witnessed in real time this past week, on video, the assault on black women, black female bodies. And so, and the metaphor just messes me up. In Deep Ellum, here in Dallas, black woman gets treated like a punching bag by someone, and we're still trying to figure this out and get word about this, whose hands are registered weapons, because he was throwing on her like he's a professional fighter.
Hey, Bob.
And so we saw that, Wednesday, Thursday? And then yesterday, on social media, an elderly black woman. So you had a young black woman, I think she's 24, here in Deep Ellum. Then you had a senior black woman on the subway getting kicked by a brother. So an elderly woman gets kicked by a brother, beaten by a brother, as people just either videotape it or just watch. And there's you get 5 minutes in hell for that. And then you have a younger sister here in Dallas gets beat down by a white man.
I get beat down.
So I'm just messed up. I text Dr. Stacy Floyd Thomas, Dr. Juan Floyd Thomas, and Dr. Stacy Floyd Thomas just messes me up with her raw, honest response and says, well, now the rest of the nation gets to see what we've been dealing with all the time. Doc, help me with that. How do black women keep bouncing back? And what does womanism have to say to this nation in a day where
I don't know why they get beat up. Why you get beat up?
History Month, black women are still getting beat down?
Zora Neale Hurston, who in many ways is a muse to Alice Walker, who is a muse to the womanist movement, she said in her book, Their Eyes Are Watching God, that black women are the mules of the world, as far as I can see.
Have the names. I'm going to take her last name.
Black
I don't
women
give a damn
are the
what you
mules
said. I don't give a damn what you said. I'm taking her last name.
I can see. And the same way we know that black people are racially profiled, they're subject to state and section violence, and people are acting like it's brand new just because people are taping it on their iPhones, right?
Yeah.
This is constant. We know that this morning, black women had to go through hell just to come to church. And they're going to catch hell when they go back.
Wow.
Maybe because this very question was asked. Right? Because when you name the pain, many times you are getting inflicted even more so because of it.
True.
So, but to be a black woman is to negotiate what Patricia Bell Scott says, living in the world where all the women are white and all the blacks are men. Okay. What it means to be black and female in America is to live in the world where what it means to be a woman is to be white. And what it means to be black is to be male. And she says, but for some of us, that leaves us with the only option to be brave. And that's where womanism comes in. Womanism is not about dumbing down and numbing up.
Right.
Two brilliant scholars that you have in your midst, former students of mine, Reverend Kristen Kelly, Reverend Dr. Irie Session. They are at this church because they know, not just because they are sitting, to quote Dr. Cooper, in the mind of a genius, but this genius can't be here without the womb of this woman who has nurtured this whole community into living long. So womanism is about calling things out, speaking truth to power, naming the devil and calling him out for who he is, so we might not save souls and lose minds and lives in the process, but so that we might take hold of our own lives and therefore be liberated.
Yeah. Doc? Yeah, give it up. That's...
All I want to add is also, in addition to everything my wife just said, is the fact that personally what offends and outrages me are the folks who stand silent and, they've got their smartphones and, they're clocking all these videos or whatever, posting it up on Facebook and the gram, but not one person saying stop it. Not one person saying, go get help or call the police or standing in the way of any of those fists or in the case of the woman on the subway, the man actually roundhouse kicks her. I mean,
in the face, your grandmama, being kicked with a boot in her face, and while people are just standing around.
And it shouldn't take you having been somebody's son, husband, sister, brother, whatever, just another human being getting stomped on or whatever should be enough to motivate you to do something. And I know that in this Trump era, we're getting worn down by all the bad news and bad, attitudes that